most people see the beginning of life once a baby is born. The process of human development slowly unfolds when that infant grows into a cute little toddler, learning the ropes of speech, walking, eating, and playing. Parents, naturally, add Band-Aid and disinfectants to their grocery list as their children begin to take a more daring, active role at home and in play school. After a few years, that baby is expected to be ready for school. As any parent would say, time flies so fast, and before they know it, the little kid they used to take and fetch from the community kindergarten is now a young man or young lady in high school. In high school, these young people experience new things. They discover new emotions and ways of thinking. Naturally, they have to endure the awkward situation of no longer being kids yet still far from being adults. Most teenagers wonder how being a teen can be so fun yet too full of anxiety. And for most high schoolers, nothing can be more fun and anxiety-filled than have their first serious relationship. Social and personal relationships are very important to young people. At the same time, relationships are among the top issues that cause the stress and anxiety. Problems in their relationships, made worse by their difficulties at home and in school, can sometimes be so serious that it affects their ability to be happy and well-adjusted individuals. Given this situation, every teenager should somehow be taught how to cope with stress and anxiety, especially if it's about a boy-girl situation. In a romantic relationship, it is but normal to have petty quarrels and even serious fights that could lead to a cool-off or a total breakup. For adults, these situations may seem too petty or even downright laughable. But for these teenagers, their relationship with their first boyfriend or first girlfriend really do mean the world to them. The newly discovered passion that is almost beyond control can consume most of the daytime thoughts of a teen with raging hormones. Episodes of romantic affirmation, jealousy, and self-doubt takes the teenager on an emotional roller coaster. But aside from love issues, teenagers are preoccupied with their need to have a sense of belonging, the frustration of not being understood, and the need to have their own self-identity. For teens, is done through several ways. To get by through high school, these young people try different things to cope with their stress and anxiety. For the rebels, a beer bash and a night of partying would suffice. The alcohol, loud music, and dancing are considered good enough diversions or means of coping with anxiety. For the straight-A students, more hours at the library may just do the trick. The books offer not only additional information they can incorporate into their essays and research papers. Books are also an excellent escape from all the stress and anxiety of being unpopular and branded as geeks. For the jocks, stress and anxiety are also inescapable facts during basketball championship season. Being young and inexperienced, young people tend to see life not as a process of learning. The spirit-driven youth take each day as it is, trying to stuff their entire life into 24 hours of laughter, adventure, and, yes, hours of self-grooming. But on those days that they find little to laugh about or very few things to be inspired about, teenagers are forced to look at themselves face to face in a mirror. They revel in the thought that they have outgrown those days when they were too dependent on their parents and elder siblings. Still, they grow apprehensive about what the future has in store for them. Some who are just accept the fact that adolescence is but part of natural human development. There is no escaping youth, with all its joys and troubles. For those who have learned the art of coping with stress and anxiety, learning more about life is a truly exciting experience that is worth all the bruises and heartaches.